Hi, old beaver! Away!
Woo! What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Critscast, and boy, do we have a fantastic game for you tonight. It's season 22 of Highlander, ETF2L, Premiership division. It's the semifinal, all of it powered by Manco.store. I'm one of your hosts today, jakeowaty. Today, with me on the cameras is none other than Wiethoofd himself, and on the second microphone right next to me, although you can't see him, is Mr. Buck.
And what's your opinion on this first map, actually, Jake, whilst we're here? One particular, I don't mind this map, and people hate it, people love it. It's can be quite sort of banana-oriented. You've got this little sort of corridor on the side, so I'll definitely be looking to see how teams use that. And what's your opinion?
Yeah, I mean, I come from a perspective of being a medic, and I think most medics, I'm not sure about yourself, but just don't really like conf maps. It's just so much death, and anyone can come at any point, and as the time slowly starts up, I'm just going to finish my point as the teams are making their way towards their points. It's a very hectic map, and it's all about the DM and, you know, kind of getting the damage output and getting people killed, as we're seeing Stan right now putting a nice sticky trap. He's quite fast, and Trickler already taking the top spot, and the first kill goes towards him onto Strano. Nice headshot there. Swoops is slowly making his way behind. He's not been found out yet. He has an engineer inside. Kirik building up a sentry, only a mini one, and the point is currently under contest, and Swoop's gonna grab himself a nice little kill.
Yeah, Krieg trying to get that early pressure with the sentry, probably the smart idea, but gets picked off smartly by Swipes there. He's waiting for this demo pick. Oh, the demo doesn't see him there. Matt getting a bit overextension, and this slow mid actually working out sort of in the favor from Vision right now. Stan going to slowly work his way in as well. Nutri behind the container, not managing to find any sight onto them. DKZ trying to get the aggro in, but for now, they will take this point.
Yeah, kind of without too much contestation coming out from the red team. They're not really willing to risk too much so far. They don't want to just kind of hang out, just be chill, as the blue team here inVision do take the point, as VV slowly making their way forward. Ares has 100%, but so does Tercio, and they both will be able to sort of trade Ubers should it come to such a conclusion, as they're making their way towards the balcony. They're going to crate, and the Uber comes out super quick. Seems that the blue team has been ready for them right now, and they're pushing back. The Uber is slightly better. They're only focusing on Stan. Stan's gonna grab himself a kill onto DKZ, actually. And it's just 3-4-2 trade in favor of red. Red being VVV. Barthy's having a bit of a scuffle there. 4 times on the point. It seems that VVV are gonna come out victorious. Hugo comes in huge from behind onto Banana and locks them down, but Tertia's still alive somehow.
Yeah, Blur's gonna come in though and just clear these players. I mean, it's only Stinghand and Tercio in here. Although I say that Power comes in, still gonna be trying to find Blur, but Tercio does go down eventually to the Thomas Love of Blur there. But I mean, yeah, good aggression from Hugo there to start off that, really, just kind of getting in their faces around the back with the rockets. And but I mean, even through that, they managed to find some return picks. The spawners from inVision come back in. DKZ takes this high ground. You got Lance on the point as well as the scout, so they don't even care that they're getting heals in. Arthur's trying to lead in this aggression as well and try and maybe cap this point out.
Yeah, Thomas going behind. He's going to put some shots into Barthis. He gets the kill. He gets finished off by Thomas. And a bit of a scuffle going on the right now. Ares still alive. He's staying safe. Sting, a nice headshot. Picks himself up a gambit there. Points still not been capped, though. Nice, another headshot. That's a triple there for Mr. Sting. And Uber's coming out of red, however, but they don't have a lot of players to work with. Terch only 15 HP. He's on 40% Uber charge. He needs to run away. A lot of people are low on the side of blue. DKZ jumping in, looking for a nice position on the medic. One rocket, and he's not going to be able to finish Ares off, as Ares is alive and well. Full health, 25 to his name.
Yeah, Sneaky was just in the back there, kind of trying to pressure Tercio and Sting. Managed to pick up Sting there, well, there was just the 2 of them there. But Tercio's alive right now. I've got that ads coming in, like 20-30% ad here. He was starting this aggression on the point now, but I mean, they don't even need to. They still got this point control, so inVision seemingly just not really having to worry too much about them capping here. I mean, you got the scout Thomas trying to come in here and do something, but he's not managing to find it. Swipe's trying to find something onto the soldier, but manages to get out.
Wow, Blur with a bold play underneath there, but didn't quite manage to get anything. Tercio popping the Uber charge just to stay safe. Kind of focusing Stan on this one, so DQZ will have to go away. Not much has been done. They do manage to pick up Kirik, the engineer. They do find the spy as well. Easy pickup for him, for Strano there. And it seems that blue here and inVision are in control. They're not too worried, but they have to worry about one thing, and that's God's Ares with that 100% charge in tow. They're charging onto the point. They do pick up Gambit there, but the Uber's coming out of Ares. They're chasing off the inVision players here. Barthis stays behind, survives quite a long time, but finally has to succumb to his injuries. And now Point belongs to the side of red. VVV in control. 2 minutes to go. Only one for inVision.
Yeah, I mean, Thomas getting a bit overextended there, goes down to the sticks from Stan. Stan doing a lot of work there, finds some nice pipes up to the point, forces the bot for down, it's pretty creep with his mini, he's going to find a mega amount of damage, although I say that, got Matt coming back in with the pipes, actually finding a lot of damage on the point. Tertia goes down as well, Stan gets headshot, picks left, right and center coming out, as inVision starting to fall apart here as this point slowly ticking down for VVV.
Yeah, VVV are in control of the point, they do manage to pick up themselves a few kills. Barth is going down to a nice kill, but oh, unfortunately Stingen is also watching the sideline, and Blur going down in turn. Thomas gets himself a nice big overheal. He's kind of scouting the area as a scout does. Finds a scout. He's gonna be able to finish Lancer off, however. It's 100% in tow for Ares. They're kind of hanging in banana right now. They're biding their time. They don't have to go out yet. They are in control of the point. They can just kind of chill for now. They don't have to worry about too many things, as most inVision team is slowly making their way forward, and they don't have the Uber charge, which is so crucial on Koth.
Yeah, I mean, Stinger's trying to find a snipe in here, trying to go for that bit of container shot. But, say that, Lanza gets picked off there to the headshot from Nutri. So, have to see how they do this banana hold. They're still trying to make it work. Not really finding much space in Vision currently. Maybe have to try and get some high ground here, see if they want to try and bump behind. Maybe waiting for this Uber to come out as well. 90% on Tertio. He's going to try and bide his time. DKZ and Barth is looking to try and get some space in here, but I mean, Hugo being very persistent. Goes down though to swipe, so that might have some space as the Uber comes out.
Oh yeah, Uber's coming on the side red, slightly better. Max is getting juggled up in the air. He's been focused by Stan. Stan catches a few bullets to his head, but he survives this one. Round is almost over here, Bug, but a nice kill by Sting onto Keurig, may be able to equalize some things. Stan going in blazing, picks himself up, the Nutricula in there, and chases off all the players from Banana. Point belongs now to inVision, but they have 1 minute to hold this. Ubers are about equal. 2 players, 3 players still respawning for the side of red, and they're putting nice damage out there onto the point, but they're going to be able to heal it up with the medic still alive. And here DQZ falls down below the point to Thomas. Nice pickup. Will put him out of commission for quite a while.
The important thing there was that Ares got out alive, so they're actually uneven Ubers right now, as Ares is still just hitting people near the point. Stinger gets that snipe though onto Thomas, so it's not going to help their count time at all. Curry trying to set up his mini again to do the sort of mini 1v1 across the banana area, similar to like how it happens in Cold Plant. Gambit trying to edge point as well. They're still very passive in Vision. I'm surprised they haven't tried to play this aggression in earlier. The cap's going to go down, but they're just relying on the long range damage from that mini, long range damage from that sniper. Uber comes out though, Stan round in the corner, forcing out Ares, going to try and jump out as well. We're already 3 down for VVV.
Oh, that Uber charge from Blue is not really working out well. The point is halfway done. Hugo comes in huge, picks himself up, 2 kills, 3 kills on him.
Oh my God.
And he's still looking for some more. He's an absolute god at this game here, as he just completely wipes the opposition 3 times on the point by VVV, and they will be able to secure himself. But no, not just yet, as there's reinforcements coming. Is Stan on 2 HP, putting out an insane amount of damage. Now Sneaky's on the point, and finally the fast respawns coming out of VVV are coming in clutch. They do manage to retake the point at 0 seconds for the enemy team. First point goes to them, and quite rightfully so.
God, I thought Stan was going to bring that back then with those pipes. Those are some beautiful pipes, and then Tertia gets that sort of last BM crossbow onto the point to kill the medic before the round ends. So, yeah, first round interestingly going to VVV. I'm just see if inVision is going to try and warm up here.
Yeah, I'm hearing a bit of a worry in your voice right now, Buck. You're not too stressed about this. VVV looking quite good. I mean, Gambit's taking a few rockets to his face, but he's doing fine. Hugo is low on health, but he has that black box to help him out, and also Renite with a medic. DQZ on the crate, but he's going to catch himself a rocket in the face for his trouble. Stan clicking quite aggressive. Maybe able to pick up Nutricula. He does. Huge pipes in there. Thomas almost dying there. He's going to have to run away, however. They know there's a spy behind. Low on health is the red team, but blue team is missing players, and that's more crucial here. DQZ needs to run away with Tertio, protect the medic at all costs with that 95 in tow. And they're going to have to just kind of relinquish this point to the other team quite without too much of a follow-up. The Sneak is going to make his way forward. No, he's going to get caught out by the Pyro, rightfully so. Snow is having that 6th sense running full.
I really feel like they need to be trying to help out Stan here, because he's getting so much damage down with his pipes. They've been on point like most of this game. Oh, what did you see?
Hugo just gets in with a nice little rocket, drops Tertio, and Ares has a full advantage. They are in control of the point. This is not looking very good for inVision, Buck.
Stan tries to go in for something here, but isn't going to find it. Ares is still alive, got this 100% in banana. Going to be Playing with the demo. We'll say that Sting and gets him. So they're still going to try and get this long-range damage in Banana from inVision, but they're up against so many players here. Nothing on the point just yet either, which is the important thing. They'll be buying down their time as Barth is trying to look for something under. Manages to pick up Blur, kind of going for a bit of a flank-heavy play, distracting maybe, as Strono and DPZ and also the Scout are trying to peek this point as the Uber for defense goes into the black box Soldier.
Yeah, I mean, might as well, I guess. I mean, there's Strono there, so they're just gonna air blast everyone away from the point. Nice little fadeaway detonator shot onto the medic. He's been doing just fine, and now Turcho has that advantage. They managed to actually get the point despite the Uber charge still active. I believe it was mostly Sno's work there pushing away the enemy team, and well, the Soldier is not with the black box. Is not gonna do much with that Uber charge. I mean, you may try all you want, but if a Pyro's on the other team, you're not gonna get much done, sir.
Yeah, and ooh, DKZ gets sniped out there as well from Nucci, so a bit less spam coming onto the point. Big Bomb him actually, Barth is not finding that until the last second, but I mean it is straight into the lines of the heavy. Tertiary actually leaves the banana there for a couple seconds, but doesn't actually find any damage onto him on the side of VVV. But they are getting this edge cap out slowly but surely. Stinghand is down, so it does allow them this pressure. Barth is doing his best to try and get the hit scan damage in, but the Uber comes in. Doesn't know if he's going to find a lot though.
Yeah, but dude does manage to scare off the enemy players. They do pick up Gambit there. They didn't quite manage to outblast everything Stat had prepared for them. And Uber fades away. Now Ares has that full advantage. There are some players still alive on the side of inVision. DQZ is going to slowly getting pushed out. Looks like the point's going to be abandoned. They don't want to be fighting these Uber charge. Kiri going to go down to Barth. Barth is doing huge!
What are they doing?
Tricula as well. Somehow still survives. He's gonna wait for an arrow from his medic, and they're still in this, despite not having Uber charge. The enemy team now is missing 4 players.
Yeah, note to VVV, don't peek a heavy that's already revved and dropped down. If you want to try and fight him like that, it's never going to end that well, especially if he's on full health. But Eva comes out, Strono goes down, DGZ trying to find some return damage onto the enemy container, manages to get the demo, trying to fight Hugo as well now. As Tertia's so aggressive on the point, Scout walks into his face, gets sort of popped up into the air, but so many weak players from Vision, but they managed to count this out.
Yeah, somehow they play into Uber a second time in a row, and they're still surviving this. They're still doing well. I think they just managed to sort of see how aggressive VVV are, and then just kind of counter this by playing conservatively when the enemy team has the Uber charge, and then just wait for it to fade away and then go in. And it works out so far. I mean, Hugo is the only person that is aggressive enough to kind of stay on the front line. Now it's being reunited with the demo man Mac, who's just putting some sticks on the enemy team, but they're not gonna do much work. Maybe they will. They're kind of hidden away. I'm not sure if the enemy team knows them. Stands low on health. A lot of damage coming out of Blur from the crates area. Turch is catching a few rollers under his feet. He still survives. Sting and scoped in. They're getting slowly pushed out of this banana. There's too many players there. If one good pipe comes in, it's gonna be a disaster.
They're really relying on Search over heals here. I mean, the thing is that, well, I was about to say they're not really on the point, they're waiting, but I mean, people are starting to get on the point now. The Scout goes down, so the main cappers are off, so they don't have to worry about the cap time. 3 down already. They're putting a lot of spam, but the reflex from Strono are making this work, and the wrangle going from Ace looks making it even harder as well. So Nucci's down, DQ's gonna jump in into the face of Blood, doesn't just die, but they're so weak for BBV.
That must have hurt as Sting and catches himself a nice little drop on Ares. That gives inVision a lot of time to work with. Now the red team is completely shambled. VV need to basically relocate away from the point. Barth is just currently supporting a team that 100% is definitely going to make them a lot more confident. 20 seconds left on the clock. As Ares still on the medigun, and don't think he's gonna have enough time to build himself another Uber charge. What a shot there by Sting, and another kill onto Mac. It's 4th in his bag. Stan is just kind of pushing away people with that grenade launcher. Sticky bombs here. Swoops is gonna swoop in, maybe gives himself a kill. He's still not being seen. He's gonna put some more damage. There's a lot of mayhem and chaos going on the point. Only 4 players up for the side of VVV. Uber's coming out as well. And he's just gonna secure inVision a nice little point.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you do a banana holes. They didn't panic too much, they kept their heels going, the air blast kept coming in, and Dispenser was at the back. They had the buildings in the right place, Barthas was looking at the back as well, so it's quite hard for anyone to flank in behind. They relied on Stinghand. If they can, all the fail-safe for that is Stinghand. If they get Stinghand, that entire thing falls apart, but Stinghand was alive that entire time, rigging off headshot after headshot, and they made it work, so we'll play by inVision to try to bring this back in.
Exactly here. Nutricula, nice little headshot there onto Snow. No more pyro. The Soldier will be able now to sort of venture a bit more. Ooh, lucky shot there onto the spike. God's Ares gets shot by Sting, and what the hell?
Yeah, I don't even know where that came from. I mean, I think, yeah, he just peeked the middle. This is the shot all the way across the point, and so many dead right now. But Stinger does go down for his trouble. Barthas tries to like start pressuring the point here. Spy goes for him, gonna get out there. So nice stuff from Sneaky, but they've still got the med and the scout on the point. And yeah, should be a first mid for them, but yeah, big pick by Stinger.
Yeah, he's kind of like in that movie one, he just bends the bullet around the corner and just gets himself a nice little shot onto Ares' noggin, and now, you know, without a medic on the side of VVV and 100% onto Turcho, they're getting quite comfortable there in their banana. They don't have to worry too much. Barthas knows there's a spy there. Pre-firing into the corner, quite easy for him. He's gonna just switch places, get himself a nice minigun, kill himself another one, switches back in. What a play there by the heavy weapons guy. Oh my god.
Makes it work, and at the moment they're still putting this banana hold. Barthas going to be regrouping with them now as Hugo's trying to do his best to pressure on this black box conch soldier from this high ground. No one on the point just yet. Nucci maybe needs some help here to try and peek in and get Stingham. There needs to be more sort of focus on the Sting, I think, so that they can break this banana hole. Because at the moment he's just sat at the back, just sniping away anyone who's on the point. And yeah, Stan doing a good job of trying to spam them as well. And they've got this 100%. They've got to use... Oh, Spy almost finding something there. Sneaky trying to get in, but unfortunately doesn't find it.
Yeah,
oh,
here, yeah, Nutricula picks himself up. Nice little kill on the sniper. Ubers are coming out both sides, and not a lot of kills coming either way, though. Only Lands are dying. Mac is just kind of being bothered by this pyro. He needs to run away. Snow just going W plus and one on the sniper. Nutricula going down. He's still behind 43 HP. He's going to grab himself a nice little health back and still cause mayhem. Barthas is hiding. He knows Blur likes this little bottom spot. He's going to survive a little while longer thanks to the arrows from the medic. It seems that inVision are still maintaining the hold. Oh, Medic's a lot of trouble. He's going to catch himself a rocket, and DQZ is credit to that. No more Medic for VVV. They just got the respawns in, but they need to really regroup as, well, inVision only have 1.5 minutes left on the clock to get this one done.
Yeah, good heads up play by DQZ there, just sort of throwing up on that damage and then gets that medic kill. So Tersh on a big out again. Stan in banana with those heals, and also, yeah, good patient play from Barthas there, just sort of staying alive, getting those arrows in as well. Not extending into Blur or anything like that. I didn't need to worry, and yeah, they've still got this point control. DQZ again trying to get in that spam creek, trying to do his best in this banana area, but he's alone, gets picked up by Swipes, and Nutri trying to find some space once again in order to try and engage Stingham.
Hugo's pumping up that conch. He has the black box ready. He's going to have a lot of heals, but he's sort of waiting for the team to push in. And that conch is going to fade away. He's going to get himself a few rockets into the Stan. And Stan goes down. 1-for-1 trade for the sake of one conch in the black box. Uber's coming out of snow, just kind of getting the people off the point. They just need to buy some more time. Ares is at 85%. Finally, Snow goes down thanks to Mac. And now Barthas is the lone warrior, lone gunman on the point. Lands are just kind of poking around in below. And they know the Blur is there, and Turch is probably just going to hang back. They're going to let VVV have that point. They have 3 minutes to work with, so a lot of time. And just all they have to do either get one Uber charge or get Ares to pop his.
I don't know if that was the right decision to actually use it on the Pyro there, because I mean, ultimately it's only one person and it's Pyro, and Gambit does a nice job of just reflecting that entirely. They could have just maybe backed out there with that time that they had, but decided to just use it, and now they're going to come back in. Kind of weird from BBV though, they're kind of just letting them walk in here. Nutri's like the only one shooting the point. I mean, I don't know where Mac is or where the soldier is, but they're coming in from the high ground now. Might try and collapse on them with this Uber.
Yeah, they're coming in. Uber's being exchanged. They do drop the Mac there. No more Demo Man. Gambit's gonna get the dregs of it. So many kills being exchanged. Ares still surviving though, and Turch is at 97% at half health. They will be able to not only get the point, but get the Uber off as well. Ares finally going down there, which means the Uber charges are gonna be equal with 15 seconds left on the clock. They're gonna benefit from fast respawns, but Stan is quite forward. He's sticking up the staircase up top. He sees that there is Hugo there. Blur is kind of peeking inside. I think Blur is not gonna make his time, or well, enough time to get on the point. Nobody's on point right now for VVV, and that's a second point going towards inVision. They managed to reclaim themselves, and well, they're leading in this chart right now.
Yeah, Tertiary even hit him with the BM Uber, like not even 10 seconds left or 8 seconds left, just like uses like 20-second mark, doesn't even care. So yeah, finding the comfort spot really inVision. I really think BBB needs to try and find another strat for breaking their banana hole. They're not really trying to push that many people under, so maybe try with that or maybe bombing behind. We'll have to wait and see what they do.
Stan a little bit upset there about his sticky placement, got stuck in midair. Oh, Nutricula is gonna pick himself a nice body shot on the Sting. No more snipering for you, sir. Blur is below as always. He's gonna be caught off guard, and Stan is still alive, so no real loss They just traded Sniper for the heavy weapons guy. Huge there, 2 kills. Thomas Mac going down the side of BVV. They're scrambling right now. Godzary is still alive. Swoops almost got the kill. He's gonna burn to death, unfortunately, but he almost got the stab onto Ares. Ares a bit worried about his health right now. He's gonna reunite with his team and next to spawn. And rightfully so. There's not a lot of players for him to actually work off of, and both medics at 100% right now.
Yeah, Stan has been doing so much work right now. He's in 4 dominations. I mean, this guy has gone from like not too great a demo. I've seen his progress over like sort of the years and to what like demo has become now. He's definitely just leading the charges, knows exactly where he needs to be, puts the DM out every time, hits his pipes, and yeah, now he's just an absolute powerhouse of a demo. Just leading the charges from inVision, and here again, he's just very aggressive on the point. Again, putting out the damages, putting out the trap, as Tertial comfortably just sort of sitting on the point. I mean, gets picked off by Nucci there, as Barthas, but I mean, yeah, either way, still holding this point, still got aces in his banana hold.
Yeah, this thing is still kind of holding a banana. He's a bit aggressive there. He does take Thomas down, but he does not take a Mac. Hugo going for an airshot there on the scout, but it's Blur to help him out, and Lancer goes down there. Blur's still below. He really favors that spot, and I think that inVision already knows it. Oh, Nutricula, don't stand still. What are you doing, my friend? Nutricula gets himself a nice, easy kill there. He's gonna kind of forfeit his top position there, as most inVision players are slowly reuniting together. They know there's a spy. Yeah, you're not gonna fool anyone. And that Stan just takes himself a nice little +1 on the scoreboard. Hanging out still. Both medics at 100% each. You know, they're waiting for the respawns to come in. Full team sizes. Oh no, but Nutricula just kind of tilts the scales in their favor a little bit.
You put him straight into banana though. Maybe Stan gonna try and get out here. Tess needs to be careful to overextend. It's thrown a bit to the air. Blur goes for the underflank as well, causing a bit of mayhem in the bat lines as a couple of inVision players go down, but they're still going to try and regroup here. Haven't really regrouped that well, so only really Tertial and A6. Medic and NG just alone in banana as they regroups with Lanza, and they've still got this point control with VV, so they're kind of still having to rely off Nutri snipes. DKZ also trying to spam into that banana area, and you have to see where they take this defense.
Yeah, well, Sneaky's going to have a little bit of a spy fight there. He's going to win this one. They're looking for some more. Lancer on the point, all by himself. Point's almost capped. However, Sneaky's going to get found out. Unfortunately, he's going to run away using the spy sickle. And Barth is going down. It's not looking too hot for inVision this round at least. I mean, VVV managed to kind of get themselves a nice foothold in the middle. They have the advantage in Ubers. They have the full team to work with. Just Nutricula needs a bit of a healing. And they're pretty much good to go at any time. Turcha still needs to work on his Uber charge. Sting is just scoping, hard scoping into banana, looking for a kill there. With the meta, he's going to get himself a body shot on the Angie Kirik. Doing quite well for himself. And well, a bit of a stalemate, but the point's slowly ticking towards inVision as Uber's coming out. You know, VVV are not going to take it for much longer. And late Uber from Turcha means that VVV really need to run away now.
Yeah, Tertial just gets even. They're not going to really find anything in this. I mean, Lanza goes down, so no scout in that Uber. Stan was pretty much having to do that alone. Doesn't even manage to get Gambit there as the target of that Uber. Strano maybe taking a lot of damage. He gets a nice arrow from Tertial, but they managed to eventually get this point. It was kind of a bit of a strange play from inVision there, because they decided to just do banana hole while like they didn't have the point, and then like Stan had to try and initiate some damage through drop down, and Lanza and Barthas wanted to stand on the point. But then I don't know, it kind of forced the Uber from VVV, and now it's back to square one again.
Yeah, I mean, a bit of a stalemate again, a bit of a limbo situation where both medics don't have the Uber charge. Neither of them really wants to peek out. You know, this is a very sniper-centric map. Want to be a bit careful with that. Stan is going to get himself in a lot of trouble. Essentially going down on A6, so they're kind of getting pushed, soft pushed out of this point. Stan's low on health, but he's going to get some kills very soon. Both medics now at 100%. God's Ares is a bit lagging behind. They're going to push into the Uber charge. They're going to pick themselves Ares. They're going to pick Gavin as well. Gary going down. Somehow they did not manage to get Uber in time, and that means the point should surely belong to inVision now. Touch a bit of a trouble from Blur. Blur is going to pick himself up. Stan is going to reunite with the team on 25 HP. No, it's just going to be having a nice little lunch break after all the work he's done. Point still belongs to inVision, however.
It was like 3 players from BBB were just in behind that entire time, just not capping. So kind of wasted a bit of cap time there, but they managed to get a few picks. But I mean, importantly, Search is still alive here. Got a slight advantage, so we'll be able to come back in with that. But yeah, I mean, maybe finding a bit of a steading here, BBB. Maybe trying to hold on the ramp rather than in the banana. But Creek's still been the sort of champion of the banana with this mini similar to A6 has done. But there we go, Stab comes in, Ares goes down. What on earth?
What a play there by Swoops. He just goes in, gets the medic kill, and that is just kind of time for inVision to strike. They did lose quite a lot of players, however, but they do have their medic alive, and with that Uber charge ready to go. Oh, it's a bit of a spy trouble. Sneaky's trying to get some shots into Turcho. Now he's shooting Stan, but it's not the target you're looking for. Gonna get the dead ringer, however. And they're still alive. They have that Uber charge. They're just waiting for the respawn as they have faster respawn time, and they're popping in straight into the banana.
Yeah, charge straight in here. I mean, Ares is kind of out. Bit of an awkward one from Stan. He managed to somehow live there. Never mind. I mean, Blur picks him up on the heavy. Blast on top of the container. So much damage coming out. Turchik is down as well. It's an absolute travesty of a push from inVision. Where did it all go wrong? Like the focus just was not there. Post Uber positioning wasn't the greatest either. And there we go. Another round for VVV.
It's 2-2-2. It's well, like I said, it could be anyone's game. I mean, first round, VVV looking very strong. Then for 2 rounds, inVision managed to find their win. And now VVV adapted to whatever inVision had in store. And now they are dictating the rules of this battlefield. So we're down to round 5. Both demos quite fast, down a little bit lower than health, but he gets a nice little sticky onto Mac. Mac is still quite aggressive, putting up sticks, putting some traps. He wants to make sure that nobody gets through. Gambit's gonna get himself a few reflex into DQZ, but doesn't aim any. And DQZ knows there's Nutricula there. He wants to be very careful about his peeking. Stands below, just protecting the team from Blur, who's just absolutely adoring that low spot.
Yeah, I mean, finally Lance is going to try and get on the point now. I mean, VVV being a bit more patient this time on this mid in particular, but losing the 3 players already. I mean, losing Strono and Barthas is not going to help, but I mean, it's already 3 down in return actually for VVV as Nucci gets spammed out. It holds very close on that panel, goes down to nice spam from Stan. Stan being like definitely going to try and help this push in. Manages to get out as well on very low health there, and so many dead for VVV right now.
Yeah, well, it's just getting the respawns right now, and well, Ares has that 100%. Turcho used his, but they're not getting anything done. There's just nobody to shoot at. Stan is kind of stranded on the point. Mac has that Uber charge. Turcho goes down to Mac somehow. How did that even happen in the world? What the hell?
I think Mac was shooting him when he like turned around to arrow, and then he like dies. I'm not sure, like, unless the Uber actually ran out. I don't know, but I don't feel like it should have run out. So weird play there.
I mean, it's not that bad because DQZ comes in from behind and kills the enemy medic, so he's fine, but Turcho is just having a lot of trouble. Only 3 players alive, Turcho included. He just needs to make his way back to spawn. There's a spy on his back, but he's just going to run away just in time, get reunited with the demo, and now most of the team is just going in. Neither team has capped the point yet, mind you.
Yeah, pretty long in mid actually. Sometimes happens on one tick, but we're kind of surprised that it took this long to see it. Turcho getting very aggressive with Lanza immediately to try and recap this point. They're taking so much spam on this ramp though. They've got to deal with this demo, deal with the soldier. I mean, Strono getting a bit aggro there, just takes all that spam in his face and goes down. Almost gets Mac though in return there from Stan. But I have to try and find a bit more of an angle. DQZ trying to lead some spam into Banana as well, but I mean, as long as Nutri's on this shack, they've got a bit of a problem.
Yeah, it's a bit of a bother there. DQZ gonna get himself a few arrows just to be ready. Stan comes in aggressive into Banana. He's gonna put a couple of more damage. There's a lot of players in Banana. Swoops is gonna get himself a nice kill on the sniper. And Sneaky equalizes with a kill on Stan. That's 2 down on the side of VVV. And only 1 down on the side of inVision. They're slowly making their way with the point. Scout and Pyra on the point, just reflecting everything. It looks like VV are just not really looking into fighting this one right now. They don't have the Uber charge, and Turcho does have his, so they just want to play it safe, and rightfully so. 2 minutes on the clock, shaved off almost for VVV. And then it's 15 seconds just started to inVision.
Yeah, I think inVision needs to sort of rely more on the sort of dry push in terms of getting the point, but the Uber just come out right now. I'm going to try and return it. A lot of people need flashing though. I mean, A16 needs flashing, Strong needs flashing, Stan needs flashing. So it's going to go that well. Ares just managed to get out though, so I'm going to be healing his points to try and peek the point again. Sting and Good trying to get escorted by Barthas in here, and there's a lot of aggression as Asus goes down and Stan's still trying to defend here to his best ability.
Yeah, I mean, Stan's doing amazing work so far. You said yourself that Stan is just an absolute pinnacle right now when it comes to demo, and it really does show. Sting is scoping in. He's looking at Stan's gonna get picked up there by the scout. Lancer now fighting with Blur on 1 HP. He does survive somehow. Somewhere there is some third being watching this game, making sure the scout does survive, and now There's a bit of a stalemate happening. Both medics at 80%. Ooh, what a reflect there by... No, he's taking no prisoners.
I read that like a book, so that was goodbye to Hugo there as he tries to jump that crate. But I mean, yeah, they've still got this, they're still trying to pressure this, but they've got to deal with this mini, and Stinger does go down though, so it does allow them this pressure. They get the force out, and the return Uber comes in onto the side of Ares as Gambit going to be trying to have a bit of a 1v1 with Strono on the point. Blur comes in though, big damage comes onto the Pyro, going to be trying to take on a mini, but get dice to that because Wrangler's OP, and there we go, those people go down from inVision.
Yeah, inVision somehow managed to get it, but that also means they're gonna get slower respawns and they're missing a lot of players. So, well, no, actually faster respawns because the other team is actually capped. This is how Wormtic and any COD map works. If you don't have the point, your respawns are faster in order to balance the game. It works out fine for them. I mean, 2 minutes on the clock for Triple V. Only 1 minute left for inVision. They're currently kind of standing on the point. They're trying to get the cap up. Oh, Sting is looking for the medic. He gets there. He's with a nice little scope. That gives Turcha a real good advantage to work with, and they also have the point. Oh, but there is Thomas on behind, but Stan just pills him in the head with 15 HP to spare. 14 more than you actually really need, so...
Yeah, Stan just somehow living there is going to be pretty big here, actually, for them coming in. Going to be trapping off the point. As Tertia's a big ad, so this is looking pretty good for inVision. You know, as long as Tertia manages to stay alive here, and again they try and play on Stinghand and the ability to just pick off the people that are trying to peek the point, it should go okay for them. Again, Creek going to be getting ready to set up his mini to wrangle across in Banana as they peek in. Bit of a bomb comes in. Oh, facing Balthus though. Demo goes down. Someone's trying to peek the front as well, but there's so many people surrounding them, but they're still keeping their calm in this area and 4 down.
Wow, what a play there. Tertia still managed to hold on to his Uber charge. He knows how crucial this is, and also Ares going down to a face poke by Swoops. He's still alive somehow. He still have not been found out. Finally going down to Blur, who's kind of having... You know, he has his headphones on. You know, when you don't play on the headphones, why are you doing with your life? Just playing on the monitor speakers. You may not hear the spy right next to you, but if you have your pretty decent headphones, then you're pretty good to go. And inVision, 8 seconds left on the clock. They have the positioning. They have Uber charge ready. They may just, well, pop it on the point, make sure nobody caps it. And, well, they do it right now. A lot of scuffling happening on the point. They're just burning people. Snow is getting most of it, and there it goes. First round goes towards inVision.
Yeah, we'll play inVision to sort of clean that one up. I mean, it was looking a bit sketch at some points, not gonna lie.
It's gonna be an interesting game as both teams have readied up. We have a 1 minute, a little bit above that for setup time as we're getting back into Season 22 ETF2L Premiership Division Semifinals between inVision and VENI VIDI VICI. All of it, of course, sponsored by our wonderful people at manco.store. So, this game, upward. 2 teams really want to be in the finals. Both have yet to win against SDCK. Should any of these teams win, okay, should, let's say, VENI VIDI VICI win this one, we'll go to the 3rd map, Coal Plant, but if they win all the maps here from now on, will they have more chance at winning SDCK, or is it gonna be inVision? And, of course, no bias there, Buck, no bias. Try at least.
I don't know. My prediction's still with inVision here. They've been looking strong. The motivation comes in as well, because when you're in a semi-final situation, you've got, like, you know, especially best of 3. Sometimes that fatigue starts to come in, and the motivation starts lost, especially from the losing team if they're getting battered by, like, demo damage and scout pushing in and stuff like that. So yeah, I think inVision kind of looking good right now, but I don't know, maybe we're gonna bring out something. Who knows?
As the gates are down, the people are out, and they're slowly making their way forward. They get slapped by Hugo. And this time around, it's going to be VVV on the offense with inVision defending. Very early Uber coming out, targeting Aces Sentry. Still alive somehow, but it's going to be finally going down. And Mac is out of there. Low on health, however, he may be able to caught off guard, but the Uber charge has been used. 4 people down, and Tertio has used his. No sentry to be seen. Sting is hard scoping into this little lobby. You may be able to pick himself a kill. He's looking for them, and he does get him. Ooh. After all Ares going down for the count, and no amount of good and smart pushing is gonna help them recover from this one. Sting is still hard scoping. The trickle is there. He knows the sniper is on the top deck. Ooh, he's peeking. Maybe no, that's a body shot for Sting, and that's 5k on this man already.
Yeah, the Stinghand disrespect begins, I say, as Ares being the brunt of that one, unfortunately, as he's still sitting on this playground being protected by Barthas and also this gun behind him. But a big out for Tertia because of that. So relatively comfortable on this defense. Nice stab though from Sneaky. Gets the soldiers to stop the spam from there as ASICS tries to wrangle him down. But they do importantly have this telly down, so no telly for the defense. That is an important thing that the Spy needs to try and get rid of. Stops the reinforcements from coming in, going to delay DQZ from coming in, but needs to try and regroup with another push in here.
But Nutricula picks himself up a kill on the Sting, and that sideline is now unlocked for the entire team. Just kind of peek through. Nutricula coming in, hard scoping, taking a body shot under Snow, finishing him off with another headshot. It's just kind of slowly peeking and picking their way apart. The point is almost done there, but not much else is done. Oh, here Blur is getting caught off guard. Stan is down for the count. DQZ as well. Snow. Lanzer's kind of pestering the medic, but the medic's still alive. Gonna go for another one, but Ares gonna survive this one and gonna pop his supercharge. It looks like the point is gonna be abandoned by inVision as they're moving away, trying to get ASICS back to safety. Max sees him. He's gonna try to go for a kill there, but he's gonna only kind of do some damage to the enemy team and not do much else. The second point is now open for contestation.
If inVision play around this Uberad, it might end up coming back into the second point as the Spy gets found out here. Does that step onto this thing? Go for the rover shots, doesn't find this thing. Gonna be living through that one for now. As DKT trying his best to try and deny the flank coming in here, but gets picked up by the sticks from Mac. So a lot of aggression coming in so far from this offense, but there's not that many people. They're all quite to sing in this side tunnel, waiting for this Uber, but they don't have Uber just yet. So much damage coming from Stan.
Oh, Lancer's gonna play a chase player, so low on health. Stan's gonna also follow them up. Kirik is gonna... But, oh no, but there's so many kills coming down. Thomas, Gambit, and Blur all down for the count. However, Ares does survive this one and gives inVision a lot of room on the top hill. Now they're gonna be dictating the battlefield.
Yeah, interesting positioning from ASICS actually with this gun. They're gonna be defending this high ground rather than the tunnel, so definitely gonna be relying on DQZ on this Black Box Conch to try and defend him. He gets stuck on the cart! He goes down! Oh, map design, map geometry deaths. I hate to see it, but there we go. Losing the soldier there for that spam as Stan tries to rotate in, try and find that. Uber comes in quite early though. Tries to go onto the gun here as they actually lose 3.
Oh my god, but Swoop's coming in with a big kill. Takes himself up 2 kills there. And Ares had Uber just faded. They did manage to pick the top hill spot. Hugo coming in huge. 1 rocket, 2 rockets. He's gonna get himself Turcho. Very nice kill, and that whole defense has been dismantled by VVV. Quite nicely done. 2 minutes on the first point, probably around 4 minutes on the second. As well, inVision will have to set up. DQC is lurking behind. He's gonna jump. 1 rocket, 2 rockets, not enough. Ares is surfing away, but he's gonna crater on the car. That's unfortunate. And you really, really do hate to see it as well.
Yeah, DQZ making up for his map geometry death there with a med pick. That was huge by him. I mean, pretty much taking the team on his hands to try and deny that third push and prevents him from getting the Uber. So there we go. Gonna be resetting on this third point as inVision. Not getting the gun up just quite just yet as they're waiting for ASICS to respawn. It's actually a pretty big pick actually delaying their NG coming in here. So no gun right now. Got some aggression coming in from Hugo, but Stan and Barth is interestingly still behind. I don't know whether I like this play. They're gonna try and collapse them from above.
Oh, DQZ is helping them out right now. The medic's a lot of trouble. Gazer is gonna go down to the rocket. Barth is still behind. He's gonna try to shoot some people. He does get one. That's the engineer, and Blur going down to a nice headshot from Stingen. They're making it work. They're kind of picking up apart VVV. Max gonna get body shot by Stingen. Stingen is still alive. He's looking for Thomas. Thomas is there below. He's gonna have a bit scuffle with the scout, but no, Lancer's gonna come out on top with more heals and with no med pack for the poor scout. Thomas gonna fall down. EQZ holding up top spot as well quite comfortably. Not a lot of problems happening right now for inVision. They managed to secure and stabilize themselves onto third.
Yeah, it's pretty important here as well because it's going to be one of their longer holds as Tertia against us, this 100%. You can probably getting caught out here eventually, but does get a lot of damage out in return. He managed to pick off Hugo and Sneaky, and Stinger manages to snipe out the demo, but Nutri gets Stan in return. Both demos going down to the respective snipers. But I mean, they managed to push this cart up quite a bit because no spam coming in from Stan, so really well played by Karik and Thomas here.
Yeah, they're doing quite well. I mean, they're just kind of unbothered by the enemy team, and they managed to get it past the first little ramp. Coming up on the second one, Barth is low on health. They're still pushing this. Thomas is just pushing the cart. Finally going to get pushed off by a DQZ. He's going to grab himself a nice little health bag, go back. Kirk's still pushing. Second ramp is already passed. They finally managed to dedicate some people to stay on the cart. It's Sting and inVision losing themselves a lot of ground just by negligence, I think. It's just they didn't really pay too much attention to the card, and 2 sneaky players just getting it so far up ahead. It's gonna kind of be difficult for inVision to hold down this position.
Sneaky though, single-handedly kills the engineer whilst Strono was having to try and protect Sting, not knowing where the spy was. So if he comes out though, not having to worry about the Wrangler here is pretty big, but even still they don't manage to kill the gun. Sneaky in behind trying to 1v1 Stingam, but Strono helping him kill him there. But we're trying to push this car up, Nutri comes in, and there we go, Stingam goes down.
Yeah, Sting goes down, but so does Ares. Lancer with a 5th kill onto his gun here. Mac coming on the point. He's trying to push it past the second ramp. He's solo health. Anything will kill him at this point. They're trying to spam it, but he's so close to the ramp. The ramp is almost done. Max is surviving, but not long enough, and it goes back down. Hugo coming in. Gonna shoot himself with few rockets into Barthis, claiming himself a nice little kill there. Both medics, well, still alive, but Turcher with a nice little advantage. Gambit moving towards the card. He's gonna try to just kind of push it forward. Maybe he'll be able to sneak this one in. Not a lot of spam happening. It's a Pyro after all, so he'll be able to reflect everything. The card is coming in. DQC coming in. Gonna himself a rocket. Low health is Gambit. He's gonna survive this one. The card is so close. Kiriki's almost working on it. He's gonna get it past, and he does. No, he doesn't.
You thought it was flat, but it wasn't. Classic TF2 there.
It was level. It was level with the level. It was fine, and then just kind of rolls back. So it, you know, somehow, sometimes you just do get trolled by a video game, and that's all okay. Thomas now working towards pushing this card. Not a lot of spam coming onto him. He's gonna get himself a nice arrow. He's gonna push it past the ramp, and now it's a home stretch toward 3rd point. Pop is happening for the red team, but God's Ares survives this one. Lands a lot of damage, but also a lot of health loss. Finally gonna get finished off, and now with Ares with 100%, with team respawning, they're just probably gonna be able to push this one home.
Also, shout out to Strono using the homework. He has actually kept this gun alive several times through the sappers, so being very annoying, and then A6 just spawns and uses his Wrangler to try and keep it alive from any other spam. So really well played by him, and DKZ constantly trying to bomb this car. Standing a good job of trying to spam them out as well from this ramp area. Breaks up the heavy before they come in. Got a big bomb in from Mac as well. Getting flown up into the air by A6 with his gun. Still, the gun isn't dead, and there we go. Finally goes down, and they eventually count this out.
Yeah, I mean, their Spyro are doing quite a bit of work here on the side of blue. VDV pushing with Gambit. Gambit still survives. Now Sneaky is gonna decloak. Gonna have himself a nice little teleport sap. Nobody really knows he's behind. Oh, I think they spotted, but he does get himself a cheeky stab off the sniper. No more Mr. Stinging for you. As he dies there, Snow finds himself a Mac in the lower lobbies there. There's a lot of damage coming out on top. And medics popping. Churchill low on health. He has to save himself. Also means Ares gonna have an advantage of looking for some kills. Going behind. Gonna find a sniper. Nicely done. They get quite a bit of ground as well with this one, but Ares does have the advantage to work with now, and all they have to do is chill for a little bit and then just pop into the enemies.
Yeah, the super result is going to be pretty big actually, so there's a big play from the soldier there to get that force onto Tertio, so we'll play by Hugo as trying to reset this upper hole. Not sure about this upper hole when they're trying to fly into it.
No!
Tertio though! Oh,
How
God.
did he manage to find his head among a crowd of other heads? I cannot believe this Nutricula just absolutely saving. The swoops coming in. Nice 2 stabs of the Nutri and Keurig, but Uber's coming out on the side of blue. They're just kind of cleaning up shop in the top windows. 14 seconds on the respawn timer. Hugo jumping in, managed to work with Gambit to take down the sentry spot. Car is slowly being pushed. 3 players up. Turch is one of them, but he has nobody to heal. They're still waiting for those respawns, and the cart is not currently being pushed. Only ×1 on this. Despite doing so much work, they did manage to, well, only get it slightly closer. Nutricula wide open here for Stingen to pick him up. He's looking for a more pot shot into Thomas, but not enough. Sneaky there to take down Sting. It's just absolute mayhem happening right now.
Yes, you can manage to find that slow pick as they'll spawn in. Barth is going to be trying to find that under spot. Stan just likes to jump up to the window. Actually to back out successfully though, as going to try and regroup with the heals. Shenji gun being very annoying from A6 as well. Going to be trying to get back up as Gambit jumping it, trying to get into the spawn. DQZ counter bombs them on their own balcony. Still no one pushing the cart though. It's the important thing is they're trying to pressure him through main, but they need another regroup, I feel.
Thomas, no! Pit has claimed another life. He just kind of jumps down to his death. I mean, he was low HP, so it's just one for the Pit Gods. Sneaky's gonna get himself a brutal kill there, and quite, well, cheeky, but he's gonna go and die in a burning inferno of death. Turcho is on top there somehow. I don't know where the hell Turcho is standing. I have no idea, but he still survives. Swoops coming in, 2 stabs. Mac and Nutricula going down. God's is completely stuck. Oh, he's stuck in the rock in the hard place. He's running for his life. He's trying to heal the team. They're chasing him down and finally gonna get the kill. Turcho with the melee, but he's gonna go down himself as a result of this bloodlust he had in his eyes.
God, that was a mental loop. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. Like just absolute chaos underneath, like scramble of players. But yeah, that all kind of started from that big play from Swopes actually, just kind of decloaking very patiently in that corner, managing to get the demo and then the sniper. And now we've got Stinger actually back up in this top area, ready to snipe anything that's coming in. And the bomb comes in from DQZ as Lanza just walks in through the window, and nobody expects the window play, and they made it work there.
Somehow, somewhere, they did manage to pick up a medic kill. Now Tertiary has a slight advantage to work with. Quite a few players, but the cart is also very dangerously close, almost up at against the ramp. Thomas is just dodging and weaving all these bullets coming at him, but he's finally gonna catch himself one. He cannot dodge. And Mac is waiting for the medic. Well, God's Ares just reunited with his medic. Quite aggressive his stand on the front line. He's looking for a kill there. He does pick up 4 in total, but he's gonna go down to the Pyra. Gambit is looking for more. DQZ is just gonna use the cunt to get the hell out of there. He's looking for some kills as well. One rocket in the Tricula, but it's not gonna kill him. Now he's low on health himself. It's just a bit of a back and forth. Swoops with the... What are you doing, my dude? He is so close.
I don't know what's going on at the moment. It's just absolute chaos. I managed to get the force out. Gambit tries to go in and helps force Tertiary. As now he's kind of just looking for players. I don't know where he's going. He's trying to fight Pyro at the top, and then Mindstand gets him out. As I think Gambit is going to be trying to get in there as well. But yeah, there we go. I mean, Stan goes down once again.
Yeah, I mean, he's just kind of going in, you know, doing a lot of damage, a lot of work, kind of dismantling the enemies, but then also dies every single time. It's just unfortunate. Caught in crossfire. Uber's coming out of the blue right now. Ares is charging in with the team. Barth is just gonna sacrifice himself, but what a headshot there by Stingin. Waiting out for the Uber to fade. He's gonna go down, but that was amazing. Now Thomas going in, full thrust into the enemy spawn, gonna get himself killed. Stan now just reunite with the team, putting out quite a bit of damage. All he needs a bit of healing, but he's not gonna receive it in time. Gambit at the point, working it forward. 3 players off for the side of red. Blues are still waiting. Gambit's so close to the car, but no, he's gonna go down. Thomas now is gonna stay on it. Bug, they may be able to do this, and they will. So 13 minutes and 1 minor second to cap 4 points for VENI VIDI VICI. What do you think, my dude?
Well, I mean, that last defense, like, I thought he would go in much faster, but then inVision just kind of pulls out all the stops and then manages to get, like, even more minutes off it. So, yeah, I mean, this massive aggression from inVision. Slight overcommittal when Stan died, I think, on that last time, and then they get Nutri at the top and start sniping people out. Atos goes down, they lose the gun, all kind of falls apart from there. But yeah, Thomas tries to come back in with the cart stoppage as well as Hugo as well, but I mean, yeah, just didn't manage to find it, and there we go, 30-minute time, huge time though, and they're going to be very comfortable attacking this inVision.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen sometimes, I think I've seen the fastest time in history on this map, and it was around 3 minutes, maybe 3:16, 17. The usual times that are considered very fast are like 4 or 5 minutes. Mostly the games last between 7 and 9. 13 is not really all that great, but that considering how much trouble they had on third point, and then last point just being absolute chaos, it's not a bad time for VENI VIDI VICI. Now it's all up to inVision on how they decide to take this one down. They may go for a full clean sweep. They might actually struggle on some points, but one is known is that they do have quite a bit of comfortable timer to work with. As the gates are down now, Buck, I'm going to be watching the first sack wave.
Ooh, Easy goes for a bit of a pogo jump in, but gets absolutely denied by Gambit. Nice reflex from him as the unwrangled sentry could be picking off Stan, as he tries to chuck some pipes at it as he falls to his death, but not finding anything there originally. But Nutri starts off things with pick onto Stinghand, and there we go, gives him some space. Yeah,
Nutricula just completely holding down that sniper sight line. Not really worried about too much. Lanzer's working on the cart, sneaky jumping onto the cart to kind of stop it from rolling, maybe get some heals back, but he's now 15 HP, needs to reunite with the team, get some heals back, and then go back into the fray. Both teams still at 100. Tertiary doesn't really want to leave spawn just yet. They're waiting for a second spawn there. Stan is kind of with the quickie bomb launcher. You called it, Buck, and here it is. Tertiary aggressive on the sideline right now as well. Quickies are coming out, they're getting all reflected. Body shot on the Stan is going to put him out of commission for a little while. They're still kind of waiting for something to happen. I think they should just push in, but now they've just lost Snow for no reason. Uber's coming out though.
They managed to pick off the soldier. I mean, Swipes maybe trying to go for a bit of a sap in the back lines, but getting absolutely called out by Kareem as he's wrangling to try and fend off the Suba and the Spy at the same time. But and they lose through. Actually, losing Stan's gonna be pretty big here. And then we go sneaky decloaks on Tertiary. Oh, what's the star? Managed to get the soldier there, and now, but either way, yeah, Tertiary goes down on this side area.
Yeah, I mean, working out for inVision. Not really. VVV coming out on top. They still have a sentry. They have all the players they need. They have the advantage. Turcha gone down. Stan is gonna catch himself a bullet between the teeth from the Tricula. It's working quite well for VVV. I mean, they're holding this for about 2 minutes now. Around 2 minutes is what VVV managed to push the first point, and it doesn't seem that they're willing to budge even an inch.
I think inVision maybe needs to do another bomb in. Maybe try and bomb Nutri this time, or maybe just go for the med again. But yeah, I mean, Stingham goes down once again. He's some calls on Nutri. He's just going to absolutely farm on this this playground area. But there's not really much of a collective push in here. There he goes. Traps get dead from Mac. Picks off the Pyro. DKZ getting body shot as well. I don't know. Maybe a bit of impatience here from inVision. I feel like this needs to group and then maybe try and play around the spy of the sniper again.
Yeah, they need to get those respawns back in check. I mean, they're wasting quite a bit of time on the first point. They still have over 10 minutes to work with. They're slowly grouping up on the side. They only have 70% Uber charge to work with. Ares already on 100. So they're safe and sound unless Ares manages to drop somehow, but I think it's well too protected. DQZ jumping in, looking for the medic, 1 kill. Oh, shoots twice, but Ares, balls of steel, not even using this one. A lot of people have sacked for this. Only A6 alive with Turcho. A6 even gonna go down, and Turcho is the last man standing, and he's all the way back in spawn. This is not looking too promising, my dude.
Yeah, inVision does not really find the space here. I mean, they need to find a pick onto Nutri, or at least try and get this gun down. Like, work one thing at a time here. I'm not sure why they're trying to do everything at once. Like, maybe just snipe the gun with some, like, lock and load pipes, or the flickies, or the direct hit, maybe. Maybe trust the strategy a bit. I mean, they're getting rid of these traps now. I mean, they've called them. But Nutri goes down here, so this might open up something as they're trying to push the cart in. But Blur is still on this high ground. Barth has managed to pick him off, though. This might be what they need.
Yeah, I mean, both medics are at 100. I just want to say that was an amazing rap assassin kill onto Nutricula, just bonked in the head from way back. And it's just kind of worked out. Uber's coming on the side of blue. They're kind of changing kills here. Mac and Kirik going both down. The sentry is still up, however. Stan is barely alive, but he's going to survive this one. Kind of fade away, shoot a couple of pills in the end. He's hoping for the best. Gambit's gonna go down as well. That's major reflect power gone, and they managed to finally dismantle this whole position, and it cost them over 4 minutes.
Yeah, 4 minutes for this first hold. I mean, they'll take that any day of the week. I mean, that was huge play from VVV there. I mean, they lose quite a few people here now. Standards go down though, so we'll delay their push. I mean, they've got Stingan. He managed to get headshot onto Mac there, so he's trying to try and protect him here as he walks in. Tertio and Strono are going to be walking away in as well, but they seem to be just kind of giving this one up for now, which I don't really blame them. Maybe try and wait for their players to come in on this side of this defense.
Ooh, some cheeky sniper. Well, sticky traps. Nice sniping shot onto the heavy weapons guy. Ooh, another one. Follow up onto Mac. And with Mac out of the ground, all those sticky traps are full. Not. Cart is slowly being moved up. I think that inVision are slowly waiting for stuff. Swoop's getting completely swooped away from the battlefield, and so does Stingen. 2 players down the side of blue. It seems that VVV are having 100% in the bank, just as Turcha does. They're winning in the window area. Everyone knows they're there, but they're going to pop early on. And just going to go for the sentry gun. There's a lot of flashing happening on both sides. DQZ almost dying to Blur. Blur's taking the major chunk of this one. Flying up in the sky is Turcha. He's going to catch himself. Way too much heat for this one, and with only 3 players up on the side of inVision, this is not looking very promising so far with 8 minutes left on the clock.
Yeah, very weird play of inVision. I mean, they had the high ground, but then they didn't really wait for the demo, and I mean, he got kind of like destroyed by Hugo as he was coming out of the tunnel, surprisingly, somehow. And then they just kind of have a really bad over exchange, and then the defense finally manages to peek it. After being brave enough to peek into no sniper sight line, and then there we go. They got this sort of Karik's gun here, sort of watching this lower area, and back to square one as Ares has this slight ad.
Yeah, I believe it's just gonna be the frustration coming into inVision at this point. You know, like they had a hard time on the first point. Now they have a hard time on the second point. In turn, VVV are probably gonna feeling up themselves. They're gonna be feeling confident. They're gonna be like, all right, guys, we got this. They wasted so much time. Nutricula catches a pill between the teeth. Lancer manages to sneak his way past. Gonna put a few pot shots in the enemies, but they're gonna catch any. It looks like we were both medics at 100%. They're kind of moving into the window area. They're gonna kind of edge their way forward. Barth is peeking onto Thomas. Thomas low on health, but they're gonna survive this one. And Uber's coming on the stand. Sentry's far back, however. I think that's just enough space that inVision has created to push the cart, but the cart is nowhere near the point.
Yeah, blowing Gambit went under while the rest of the team was backing out, and yeah, they just distracted it for so long there, so it's like an extra 30 seconds to stop them being there. So, interesting play by them, but I mean, inVision finally, after about 6 minutes or so, managed to find their way back into this, and yeah, now they're going to try and get this third point going, but they've taken so long up to this point.
Look at Thomas. Look at Thomas. He's still there. He's finally being found by A6. He's going to kind of be distracting the enemy team, maybe get himself a nice little kill, but I don't think it's going to be enough. He's been caught by this engineer. Mini sentry was up and running, so there was nothing the scout could do, even though it was worth commendation, the sneaky play there. The blue team is pushing hard as Hugo and Blur on top of the rafters. They're going to kind of protect this top spot, but Stan is making a lot of ground with his sticks. He's being completely unbothered by the other team. Sentry is up and running on third as well, and the car's quickly being pushed together. Hugo and Nutricula going down there. Nutricula to a nice little bleed from the Christmas ball. Uber's coming out as well now, and it's just going to be exchanged. 1 for 1. Gambit flying sky high. Gonna find himself nice little 2 kills. 2 and 3. Make it 3, ladies and gentlemen. 3 to the man in red.
Yeah, just get blasting everyone off. But I mean, they're still got to deal with this Mac demo. He's just trying to spam them out on the point. Big bombing from Hugo, finding some damage, but it does go down for his troubles. But trying to push this car very slowly. Stan's been doing a huge job right now. I mean, he's lived so long here. He managed to trap off the soldier before and kill him. Barth is getting a bit of extension as well alone. He's picked up by the scout and the heavy. A lot of damage coming from Mac again on the ramp. And yeah, they're still not finding any sort of cart pushing in here. They need to deal with this the sentry and this heavy in the banana area first.
Yeah, well, it's a bit of a stalemate happening. 5 minutes left on the clock. Cart is slowly being pushed up. It's past the first hurdle. Still 2 hurdles to go. They're going through the shit house as far as I know. They're not seen yet. Nobody has spotted them. Thomas is going to spot them and call them out. And now all of the reinforcements are coming in, but Hugo's going to be picked up. Thomas is going to get picked up by Barth is there. And they're still like, Barth is still in that little back house, outhouse. He's being unbothered, unmolested. He's still alive and fine and kicking. It's gonna still prove to be a problem. The Tricklet scoping on the car, looking for some kills. Well, Meta is being bumped off, but he still does survive. Ubers have been exchanged, 1 for 1, and just like that, just as equally, 4 kills each team.
Yeah, Barth is doing a big job of trying to distract them here. Tertiary goes down so low to some rockets from Hugo there, but he does go down, so big bad boy Hugo try and find that, but doesn't, unfortunately. But they're still denying this car. This is the important thing at the end of the day. The scout trying to deny it. Mac's been doing a good job of trying to spam it out. Karik's going is still alive through all of this, which they haven't managed to pick off. I do really feel like the stress is trying to get to inVision now, which is kind of surprising as it's trying to work their way back in here, and it is again even Ubers, but I mean, they're trying to fight Thomas on the car. Does eventually go down, but A6 doing his best to try and push the car.
Yeah, they're making way forward. I mean, there's only Nutricula shooting the cart right now. Blur's lone help is going to succumb to his fiery injuries. Second hurdle is done. It's the last little stretch towards the third point. Only 3 people are down on the side of VVV. Barth is going to go down there to a spy shot, and then Lancer going to pick himself a bullet to the head. But Stan is now making his way towards the cart slowly. Yep, he's going to elect to do something else with Tertio, just kind of run a distraction with 100% Uber charge, maybe distract Ares, but it's going to get picked up, and he's getting dropped there by Tertio.
Oh god, it's absolute tragedy. Tertio uses after he dies, and then the Uber's completely wasted, and now Barth get picked off as well because Blur just decides to walk in, and then Tertio, oh god.
Ares is gone, Ares is gone, but so is Tertio. Unfortunately, I hope that, you know, inVision would have some kind of a hope in the tunnel in the form of Ares dying, but it's not enough. Tertio will have to walk his way all the way to the front point, to the third point. Second hurdle is still uncleared. Snow is slowly kind of like showing himself. He's unsure what to do. Stan is gonna get cleaned off the map right now. It's not really looking too good. I think the stress, like you said, the stress and the frustration is coming in. Hugo in the outhouse there, gonna get himself killed. 2 picks on the side of red, but 3 picks on the side of blue. Sting is just scoping, hard scoping into Blur. Blur solo HP. Picking up bodies and stuff like that. Blur's 25 HP, finally gonna get picked up, but 4 players are down for the side of blue. What is happening?
I don't know why they decided to do that. Like, you never want to stack everyone on the car like that when their demo's alive. Like, that is just a dream, really, for Mac, because he was just spamming the cart there. Now, they're walking in without buffs. Like, Barth is alone on this balcony. Might pick off 1, but now he's going to be called. Mac can just spam that out. Nucci next to him. Lanza gets a nice pick onto the sniper, though, in fairness, so might be able to try and find something there, and then there we go. Eventually, Swipe's managed to spy cap that one out. 2 minutes from this last point. Can they do it? Let's wait and see.
Well, some people say that's a lot of time. Some people say that's not enough time at all. And
really?
it could be anyone's game still. I mean, you know, last point is usually very chaotic, and if the blue team manages to push it right, and they probably don't, they're gonna get himself. Darth is killed, actually. Uber's coming out, however, or Ares, and they haven't found any other kills. I mean, Gambit's on the front line, is gonna catch a bullet in the face from Stingen. Now, Tertia has a 70% Uber charge, and 2 players are down on the side right. They're still holding the windows up top, but DQZ is kind of slowly pushing them out of this position. He's looking for a kill onto the medic. He's gonna get one. What a kill there! He's looking for one more. 50 HP. He's gonna finally go down. But he does pick up the medic, 100% of the Turcho. If there's any time to push, it is right now, Buck.
Okay, this needs to be like the biggest Uber inVision has ever done. We've got like a flank coming in from the demo. And then, yeah, they get Stingan, they go up, the Uber, I mean, like, they get a lot of picks, in fairness.
Oh,
I mean, medic's on fire, gun goes down,
oh my
3 up.
god, Buck, they're stacking the card, 3 players are up, and they're just gonna get this one done. Oh my god, how is that even possible?
Oh, sorry, it was all calculated, it's fine, they got it, 30 minutes, that's all they need.
No, man, I can smell the sweat from here. Like, you've been sweating profusely watching this game.
Maybe just a bit, yeah.
It's just dripping like that, you know, like, oh my god. It's just, what the hell? inVision clutching this one in the last 30 seconds of the game. They managed to push this card thanks to some amazing picks left and right, and I think just VVV holding it together until the very end, and at the very end, their composure has bursted like a balloon. It was all over. First point goes towards inVision. Quick shout out to Mako.store from sponsoring us. And of course, a big shout out to all the viewers present currently with us at this late hour on a Tuesday evening. Thank you very much. If you're enjoying this and you would like to support us, whatever we're doing here, whatever crazy stuff is occurring, please consider subscribing to the channel or, you know, buying some merch. So we have some pretty cool designs in the shop. You know, there's plenty of ways you can support us, even by watching and following us on Twitter or on YouTube. That helps out already a bunch. So if you're one of the kind of downtrodden, poor and Irish players, go for it, watch us, subscribe, and just, you know, consume more TF2 content because we're still going strong and we're not stopping.
Yeah, and I mean, this isn't even the end of the season either. I mean, we've got the final that's going to come after this as well.
Oh, yeah.
So look forward to seeing that as well. As Critics will most definitely be covering that as well.
This is round 2 of the second map between inVision and VENI VIDI VICI season of 22 of Premiership Division. It's a semi-final. The winner will get to play against SDCK. The loser will get relegated to their 3rd place match soon. As we're going to get into this game here with Buck Wiethoofd on the camera controls. And this time around, it is going to be VENI VIDI VICI defending first. And on the attack is going to be inVision. How do you envision this, Buck?
You had to, yeah, you got to throw a pun in. So there's a mandatory pun at least one time every Jake cast, and there it was.
You have to. Yeah, it's law. It's a law.
Yeah, commiserations for that. Very well done. But yeah, I'm seeing. I don't know. They need to focus Nutri, I think, more on this first. I mean, he was giving him problems before. I mean, whether they bomb him, whether they just try and get the spy on him. But I mean, they've been protecting him very well here. And also the gun from Karik, like I said before, just take it kind of one step at a time, you know, focus the sniper or focus the gun, maybe snipe it from afar. Whatever they need to do, give them another obstacle that's not in their way, and then make it a bit easier.
Sneaky in a very interesting position on top of the rock. I mean, surely he's gonna get checked, right? Right? But
time will tell.
Time will tell. Well, they're still sitting in spawn. They're just waiting for like the car to get pushed in forward. There's no point really attacking this fast. Snow has a jetpack ready. He's gonna jump in with DQZ. DQZ is gonna get pushed away. Stan is low HP, but he's just gonna support with some pills, long range, and they're just completely going to meet a wall of bullets coming out of VENI VIDI VICI. Both medics still at 100%, you know, Turch is staying alive and safe. Max is gonna use this time to set up some more sticky traps, and well, first wave, not really doing much to the enemies.
Yeah, and for any sort of engineers watching, I noticed that Kareem didn't wrangle his gun once there, because you try not to wrangle if at all possible unless they're focusing it, and he didn't. So it's able to shoot everything that's coming in, cleans up pretty much everyone he was sacking, so good gun placement there. And they just decide to walk straight out here with this Uber. Gun does go down from the BH and also the quickies, interestingly enough, but I think Tusha should be okay to reposition here as the Pyro sketch is getting very aggressive.
Yeah, I mean, Sentry has been destroyed here. Stan, man with a plan, still survives in the quickie bomb launcher. And DQZ, interestingly enough, he's running the direct hit. He's not gonna get much splash damage, but he's definitely gonna get those shots in. And they're just slowly pushing in. They managed to kind of get this first one without too much contention. I mean, they do manage to focus down the Sentry, and they kept up the pressure, so the engine didn't have any time to work with. DQZ is just going to go ham on the Hugo, but it's going to be Snow who picks up the kill. And Sneaky there, well, he's just going to say, let's say, a contribution prize. You know, you tried, Star. You tried.
Yeah, and there's a bit of a weird bomb in there, actually, to try and get the med, as the Spy was in the back, and Hugo also tried to win it going as well. But Tertio staying alive for now, going to be picking up Sting as the rest of the team comes in. He was a bit delayed, though. They're kind of coming forward here without Tertio, still kind of far behind them. As the whole of VVV is just sort of on this dispenser, just waiting for the heals. And Nutri finding some picks as well on the hill, as Voth is maybe trying to pick off them as in return. But a gun is still alive from Karik. Second hold in full force for VENI VICI.
Works out. They were hugging that dispenser as if their life depended on it, and it actually worked out for them. They are full and alive and happy, but so is Tertio. Now they've kind of like inVision has learned from their mistakes, and they make sure that the cart is getting pushed while nothing's happening. Uber coming out for Tertio, however, is getting forced out there, and now Ares popping it much later, just kind of chasing all the enemies away. Stan is still running the quickie bombs. You know, he's not died yet, so he still has to make some use out of them. And you better bet your bottom buck that he's gonna do that.
Yeah, and Sting and finding that pick onto Nucci, being very aggressive, goes down very low. They've still got Blur and Skate sort of weirdly, again from BBV, the pyro heavy inside tunnel to try and delay the car. It's interesting strategy, trying to pick off people in the tunnel, but the combo and Tertio, importantly, staying alive on this hill as the occasional player makes their way under here. They like decide to rotate the combo into under to clean up these players, and there we go. Big out for Tertio. I say that, the point goes down.
Sked coming in late as the substitute and just does a cleanup of the house. No medic on the side of Blues. DQZ just going launched into space. Mach 3 with that bullet, but he does survive this one. The card is getting dangerously close to the point, however. And well, Carrick has to work on his sentry really hard to get this one to level 3. Respawn's now coming in for the side of Blue here. inVision moving slowly towards the hill top. Ares 85% supercharged, Tertio only 21. But the card is very, very close. They might just be able to dry push this one, or at least get Ares to force his Uber out.
Yeah, big play from Lanza. They actually managed to just W key in and just kill the sniper, and they managed to get out and then bait the soldier to jump him, kill the soldier as well.
Wow.
So 4 down right now on the defense as they're going to try and push this cart into Tertio, just because standing on top of the cart, healing his splash. Clash is coming in here, and yeah, they've changed the strategy. I think DKZ actually on DH has helped them out a lot. There you go, 2 shots to the gun there, as you'd expect, and I mean, Creed completely taken off guard by that. Although Nutri does manage to get Stan there, so might again delay the push in.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very interesting pick from DQZ, still running the direct hit. I mean, the sentries have proven to be quite a problem for inVision last round, so maybe that's just kind of like their alternative strategy if they have any problems with sentries. And Kiriki's been doing an amazing job keeping them up, but with that, you know, direct hit, it's going to be very difficult to kind of keep him up with the constant barrage of rockets. Now DQZ moving in from behind. He's kind of checking out some things. Nobody has seen him yet. I mean, Mac is there in wild view, and that rocket's so fast, I don't think they even noticed he's there. You still have Ubers coming out, however. They're focusing on the sentry. They're so fast this time around inVision. But equal Ubers, Mac is going to catch himself a cliff fall as another kill goes to the Lords of the Pit. DQZ finds himself a direct hit on his Skedis. Ares is dodging and weaving. Another kill for DQZ, and he's still alive. How is this man making this weapon work?
He's just in the nice shot by Sting down to the soldier as he tries to come in onto the medic. And there we go, Tertio still living through all the things coming out in there. 4 down right now for the defense as the spawn is about to come in, but they didn't get much cart pressure with it, but they're eventually going to try and get it in now as the time's 3 on the cart. Engine Scout's going to be pushing that one up. And yeah, a lot of aggression actually right now as Barthas and Stan kind of far forwards with the Spy, trying to see where they are, and there's a bit of a spawn hole going on right now for the defense.
Yeah, I mean, here Stan actually going to get picked up by Thomas. Barthas is there kind of looking at the dead bodies, not really knowing what just happened. But he's holding this position for his team. Swoops there as well. Hugo is hiding. Oh, he's be able to maybe pick up DQZ. He's still quiet. He's still not saying anything. He's waiting for the medic to come in, and the space is going to work. No! Oh my god, and there was Sneaky as well, waiting for a stab at Tercho with the 6th sense senses, man. Like, he's just too aware of everything that's happening. Ares went down there, though.
Oh, the big stab from Sneaky, that's kind of funny, but yeah, Lands goes down to that. But yeah, I mean, Ares getting picked off by that. Big plays by Stormer there, actually, the reflex being huge, just trying to deny most of that damage coming in from that sneak play from Hugo, as Spike sort of actually is dead ringer, going to be sort of running up top here. Skate is kind of alone, going to fight Barthas. Barthas and Red might go down to the afterburn, but going to go in with this Uber. Again, Scouts going down to Spies as to what's going on. Nuge is on the high ground, the guns are going to try and get put up as well. Another dead ringer comes out from Swipes. He's trying his best to try and distract them as the rest of the team's getting delayed by Skitters.
Yeah, once again, the Chaos is working in favor of inVision. Attackers do benefit from it quite a lot. Nutricula just kind of body shots Sting in there. 3 players down from the side of blue. Turch is down as well, and Hugo comes in huge with the black box and the conch. Picks himself up a kill. He's still roaming. He's still looking for some more kills. Sees Turcho, who's now 31 again. The man just respawned. Give the man a break, please.
Can't catch a break. There's all these soldiers going on to him as they sort of rotate the comp here. VVV as Nutri's going to be on the boxer spot, looking for people who are going to be coming in. Creed getting his gun set up as well. However, they haven't regrouped with Matt. Matt decides to jump up to them though. DGZ again on this DH, being relentless, trying to kill these guns, and he's making it work for now. Massive combo push though. They don't even care if they've got Uber. They're just walking up here.
Wow, it's insane. Like, they just kind of like dry push this. Like, they don't even care. God's Ares is only on 50 HP. He does pop the Uber charge and lower. He's running away. He has nobody to help him. There's a pyro on his butt, but he's gonna make it out alive. Big question mark on this one, but he does manage to just dodge and weave his way out of the situation.
Sneaky though.
But that also means that Turcho. Oh no. Sneaky's still alive. Oh,
He gets a 4K. Okay, he just single-handedly cleared top as a spy. Huge play from Sneaky. Uber comes onto the car. Don't know why Ares is here. They're going to chase him. Ace explains the shotgun shots. They find that one. Barthas is going to be sitting in the window trying to spam them. Sneaky with the scout. Tomahawk going to be trying to clear the top. Manages to do it. I don't know. It's kind of absolute chaos. They're not really doing like. They're not getting the sniper up top. They're not getting the demo up top. It's just like chaos through main.
Yeah, I mean, Stan, nice pills there under the heavy. Blur is down. Sneaky's still alive. He gets himself a Lancer kill. Somehow the Spice does making it work. Hearing with that Frontier Justice who may be able to get a clutch kill, but no, relentless DQZ with that DH. Like he said, he's just one target and one goal only. Make Kyric's life miserable, and he does it well. Turcha low on health, 85 HP, but he survives this one. God's Ares only on 50. They'll be able to get the supercharge in. Well, shoot, Barthas survived, and Turcho as well, but it seems that they're safe and sound right now. Eating himself a sandwich. Barthas, he's still up in there. He's gonna provide some air support. Card is slowly getting pushed in. Buck as well. Stan is just kind of holding it out.
Then you put in the cart, so he starts rolling back down. I'm not sure why Tertia decided to do that. I probably just didn't trust that people were going to die to the spy there. There's only one up now, there's only Blur. Surely this goes in. There we go, 9 minutes 20. Not the time they were looking for. Could have easily been like 2 minutes faster or something like that. But yeah, I mean, massive plays from Sneaky there. It's actually top scoring for them right now. Don't know why they didn't respect the people on the high ground and then try and get like Sting up there or something like that as well. But yeah, utter chaos most of the time there.
Yeah. I mean, I know you guys on the stream are not seeing this, but a bit of a friendly banter being thrown out by the VVV team, you know. Just kind of trying to get in the minds of the players of inVision. I hope that inVision stays the better man. You know, they want to make sure that none of those words will come through to them, and they will stay solid. 9 and 20, not a bad time, not an awful time, but it's also not a great time. Not another time that they're definitely looking for. They were doing quite well up until the 4th point, and the chaos that was happening, they did manage to give enough time to VVV to resupply, to restock. However, that DQZ direct hit, you know, dedicated, has done wonders against Kyric, who's, you know, been kind of a staple of the first round and holding up inVision for such a long time. But now we're back into action. inVision are going to have to defend this one. Let's see how VVV takes it.
Yeah, I mean, 920, I think they're going to be relatively comfortable with that. I think a lot of it is going to come off this first, and there we go. I mean, the first that comes in, it's already getting cleaned up by Barthas very quickly, though, as Sneaky goes trying to make his way, maybe to go for Sting Hand, sides against it, though. And they're Ubering straight away. Interesting strategy here, going to be forcing out Tertio, trying to save the players in the front, as Ares will be running for his life, as, there we go. The first exchange very quickly over.
I mean, as long as the Sentry survives, as long as most of the players survive on the red team, no harm has been done. But Sneaky now made all the way back to spawn, destroyed the spawn, which will delay the spawns for the red team. Sentry's still up, Blur is kind of putting up some pressure. He's not going to be enough. Matricula turns around, takes up swoops. Now he's going to be providing some support coverage off the top balcony there. Stingen is hiding. Some heads are being popped out. Stingen is going to catch himself a bullet as well now. And that opens up a lot of sightline for the blue team to push in. Ubers are about equal. Ares is slightly above, slightly ahead as well. And well, people are dying now for the red team. I think it's time for inVision to just kind of abandon the post.
Dude, Botha's getting taking a lot of damage. If trying to back out here, Asus's gun is doing well though. They're still not taking it down. So anybody getting shot by the heavy. Swamps goes for a stab, and there we go. Going to take him out. But I mean, a lot of pressure on this main area. Stan's still dead. Not able to defend against it. Botha going to be trying to maybe go for a bit of a play here, just hiding. Tertia hasn't got the Uber just yet, managed to get it. But I mean, he's going to have to leave with this surely.
Yeah, I mean, he's just going to use it to run away, which is a smart play there. He's going to lose a bit of an advantage over Ares, as most of the blue team are currently just now respawning. They're going to get this point done and dusted around 2 minutes. Well, 2 minutes of time, not too bad. They have a lot of time to work with still. Mac is just charging in, and they may be able to catch Tertia off guard. They do! They're just going in ham and completely dismantling second point defense. I think inVision will have to forfeit this one as well.
No one calling the tunnel push there. I don't know, a bit of a slow play from inVision. I mean, they're only 3 up right now. As Stan manages to live though, which is pretty good as he manages to just sort of trap them off. But they're going to be walking in again. Gets one to stick onto Ares, but might go down for his troubles. Oh, he's so juking and jiving. He's juking and jiving. He manages to live. Huge play by Stan. Manages to take out Mac as the cart is slowly walking its way in. But yeah, I mean, they're going to be forced onto a third hold.
Oh yeah, well, second point capped already. DQZ jumping in, but missing that second jump. Gonna get picked off clean. And the car is currently just kind of zooming in forward. Barth is taking that spawn position. He's there, he's revved up. He's waiting for some players to poke in his sideline. Tertia 50% Uber charge. Ares on 100. Barthis' overview. The spawn door opens and he's going to pick up Blur. Chain spawn. Smart play. Picks himself up a kill and now he's going to be able to rejoin the team. Very well done. Third point, however, no sentry to be seen just yet. Only now being built up by A6. And it's not really looking too promising for inVision. I mean, VVVs are on an absolute roll right now and Stan is missing from the battlefield.
I mean, they Ubered in. They found the sentry and found some picks. I mean, Stan, yeah, goes down there during that, and now it's kind of just sort of reverting the third hold. So much damage coming in from that, though, to this elbow area. Barthis goes down for that as well. Big camp time as well coming in from Thomas as he's pushing this cart in aggressively as DQZ is getting destroyed on this top area as well. They need to regroup. There's so many down. They keep bleeding players. Really strange play from inVision right now. They're just not really wanting to try and collect themselves together. It's only really A6 on this gun, and then he gets sapped as well, gets cleaned up. Now they haven't got an NG for this last. They got 5.5 minutes to push this last technically now. VVV is looking pretty good for them.
Yeah, I mean, it's very difficult to understand why is it happening. Like, why is inVision kind of bleeding players? Is it the fatigue? Is it just kind of the frustration? But VVV are just complete anger coming out of them. They're just pushing this car 5 minutes, and they've already capped the third point. And with last point still up for contestation, God's Ares of 100%, Turch only 40. That's just going to be a very difficult situation for inVision to kind of deal with.
As some of these saw that, Stronger gets the reflect spike onto Mac, and he's just like, this class is insane. So the PM for the Pyro class, unfortunately. I didn't even see that Sergio actually going down there as well. Big play from the flank, I guess. So yeah, now they've got 100% Uber ad.
Yeah, this is 100% Uber ad. Turch only on 10%. Still running the minigun. Uber's coming out, chasing off Stan and Barthis. Losing these players is going to be very, very damaging to the defense. And they will, unfortunately. Skaty's almost dying to the pill from Stan, but that's just a long respawn queue for the Reds. Hugo jumps in. Cards quickly being pushed in. Nobody's on it just yet. 4 players down for the side of Red. They're bleeding players left and right. Swoops there. Gonna try to stop the car, but there's so much time on it right now. He coming in, stabs 1 kill, but he gets a second. So the car's so close. Now the medic jumps in, the scout, and the point goes down. How does this even happen? inVision looking so strong, third buck, but now VEV are back in it again.
There have been tense moments. It's just a matter of finding them. So you know, shout out to the people that timestamp all the tense moments in the comments.
Of course, man. It's like watching NASCAR, right? Like people keep going in circles for hours, but you really are watching the NASCAR for the cars crashing. So. You know, so let's not joke around, but we're back in this, ladies and gentlemen. This is Season 22 Premiership Division. inVision versus VENI VIDI VICI. inVision currently leading 1-0 in terms of maps, but this map in particular is tied 1-1, and we're down to the decider. I'm Jake. Today with me is Buck, and Wiethoofd on the camera controls as we're looking at inVision's layout for the defense. The first point. You can see that a bit of frustration occurring for them, a bit of fatigue occurring for them. If they want to take this one home, they need to win this map. And if they don't, it's VENI VIDI VICI, and it's going to be coal plant decider.
I was just watching Mac just BM them in the text, just being like, once we cap first, we might decide to go tunnel and catch you guys out again. See, trying to already get into the mind games there, so and no response from inVision. So we'll have to see how inVision takes that on. I'm hoping they kind of learn from that. I'm sure they have done. So someone will comment that now, but here we go. See these first sack waves again.
Alright, well, the gates are down. Players are slowly moving out of spawns. Sticky traps have been found by the Pyro. Nicely done. Easy does it. Aries now walking out of spawn. They're gonna go in early Uber. There's no time to waste. They want to be aggressive on this one. Jumping in, nice jump by Hugo, but he's gonna get blown away by the sentry gun. Uber is mostly getting wasted, but zapped away by Asics. Is the sentry gun moved away? He's gonna survive the onslaught, and they're gonna be able to just put it back in the original spot. Both of us also exchanged, but at this point, currently being unmolested. Sting and nice headshot there onto Matricula. He's looking for one more, looking for Ares. He does get him.
Yeah, a bit of overextension here, maybe from VVV after losing their sniper. Decide to commit to that, and obviously Sting hand being protected by Barth is on this playground once again, going to be just railing off that shot. As yeah, many people going down from VVV. I pushed this car up a bit, but Tertio on 60% out here, and looking relatively comfortable as and once again the defense holds.
Yeah, I mean sentry's up still. Uber advantage in their favor. We might see one or two more sack waves out of VVV until we actually get a push. Nice jump there by Hugo. Takes on Barthez. Thomas kind of poking around, but they're going to kind of go back on this one. But no, Mac goes down. Hugo as well. And Ares is a low HP. He needs to go back all the way to spawn to get himself fully restocked, which is going to waste more time for them and gain more time for inVision. Now they're kind of getting aggressive. They're getting sure of themselves, getting quite on top of the little... staircase, and they're holding well. I mean, there's nothing really happening that is bad to them. They still have the sentry on it running, and there are not many sack waves happening. Sneaky finally gonna make his way towards the teleport to sap it and delay the respawns. Maybe that's the time for VVV to get pushing.
They're really trying to focus Barth on this top area. I mean, both the flank try to go for it. Barth is living on 4 health. Getting out there. But yeah, I mean, it's not really finding much here. This is the problem. They're trying to do this left side, but I mean, Ares trying to walk in. Oh,
I am
God.
so sorry, Buck, but that stab and sap was just so badly timed for Asics. He started ulting back to spawn to set up the sentry or the dispenser, and he just got stabbed as soon as he started queuing the animation. That is unfortunate. Sentry's gone down. The Pyro is down as well, and that's probably going to be last hold for Tertio. Uber, early Uber coming out Ares, late pop by Tertio just to save some teammates, maybe buy some time. They're still holding quite far forward. They want to buy as much time for the engineer. Nice kind of side air shot on DQZ.
Tertio catches so aggressive. Oh my God, he finds the 2 headshots, and like Asics comes back in, but then just dies because like the demo's still Ubered behind kind of, and just melees him down. But they're still trying to find some damage. They stand with some nice pipes here onto the car. As delaying them even more.
Stan, you brave soul. You're looking for these.
Oh my God.
You're still surviving. How are you still alive?
Oh,
he almost catches Ares there, but didn't quite manage to finish off the job. And the first point's finally getting capped by the blue team. 3 minutes, a little over. It's not an excellent time by any stretch of the imagination, but now they have everything they need to get this one pushed, even if it means it's a dry push. Hugo goes in huge, jumping in, looking for the engineer. He does take him down. Only level 3 here. Asic's gonna go sentry with him. Well, 2 players down the side of red, no overcharge. Ares has the advantage, and also the blues are pushing in hard on the second point.
Yeah, it's not helping them because A6 has been going down so much. Like, he's just not had time to stay alive for any extended period of time and get a sentry set up. So it's going to be 3 minutes for that first push, probably about 4 minutes for the second push as they're going back onto this third point. We've got 100% in the bank for Ares as well. Goes down a bit low there, but Blur getting picked off by Lanzas. But Stinger going down, opening something up here.
Yeah, Barth is down as well as he stayed behind the respawn locker and Butchie dying there. Early Uber coming out of Ares. Tertia has his 100%, but A6 has not finished up his sentry yet. Oh, Ares getting juggled in. He's gonna go crater. Stan finishing off the job, and the medic is going down. 3 players down the side of blue, 3 players down the side of red. There's Sneaky on the back line there, but looks like A6 is now setting up on last. Maybe he'll try to move up his sentry, but yeah, he does right now. But they need a lot of time to work with. Here just running away from the only person who can extinguish him on this dry map.
Yeah, going to be trying to push up this cart very slowly as Stinger now back up. Could be ready to snipe people coming in through this ramp. Taking that 1v1 with Nutri, maybe shots ring out. And there we go, Stan goes down as well actually. So 4 down right now. I don't know how that happened in quick succession.
Oh no, and the timers are so critical right now. 20 seconds downtime for each kill for the side of red. It's gonna sting them a lot here. A6 getting his sentry out just in time, but he's not gonna have enough time to build it up again. Max is gonna take care of this one. A lot of players going down on the side of red, Tertia included, so no more Mr. Ubercharge, man, for you. Ares still alive, and just staying alive somehow. He's having that zone sideline. He takes down the scout. He takes down another player there. Kirk is just pushing the car, just kind of looking at the... He doesn't even want to look danger into the eyes. He's just pushing the car with his back. Look at this man's hard at work.
Look at 3 people die to Sting trying to get onto the car, and then Karuk just there the whole time, just like, don't mind me, to push it in. So yeah, there we go. Car eventually gets pushed in to third point as Ares on 100% here. So they're going to try and hold up top with this ad. I don't really agree with this. I mean, they got the pyro here. I mean, either way, they're probably just going to Uber into them, Uber into the face. They're going under now. I don't know if they know this. Oh no!
Hero's down with triple there. He's 11 HP, but the man's still standing. And how is that even possible? That completely ruins the plan. It looked so good for VVV, and Barth is just picking up Mac like there's nobody's business. It's just picking up like a Sunday trash. And it's just basically... It's working out so well for them right now. I mean, finally managed to stabilize themselves on the last point, but now the most important thing is not to make any mistakes. Stan finds this medic, and he's on that 5-killing spree. With that medic kill, he's still being a menace, and he's still putting out a ludicrous amount of damage.
Disrespect to Stan there. You always need to expect the demo to try and peek that doorway and find those corner traps. I mean... I don't even know what that positioning was, maybe a bit of complacency going in there, but Stan is absolutely carrying this defense so far. Might go down here, no, gets the pipes out. Very clean from him.
Oh no, Hugo is up for a challenge. He's gonna look for a medic, but he's gonna miss a few shots. I mean, Tertia is full HP, still 100%. They still haven't popped yet. The Stan is still alive and kicking. I mean, this man is an absolute menace. He's still looking for some more swoops in. Very aggressive, but he has that dead ringer. Thomas is gonna get himself an arrow, but lose it immediately after a rocket hits his face. He's fine though. It's just so much chaos happening right now on the side of blue. They're losing players left and right. They're bleeding players, and it seems that inVision finally managed to just kind of get their stuff together, stabilize themselves on top hold, and it's all up to Ares and his team to get that Uber charge and get that point pushed.
Yeah, now we've got Sting in this in the boxer spot again. He'll be sniping people out, but Barthers and Strono are going to be taking care of the people on the stairs. They decide to Uber straight in here, VVV. Stan going to be receiving the Uber, trying to block them from coming in here. So just laying those sticks down in front of him. As taking care of the blue sticks that's still on the floor here is Strono. But I mean, yeah, again back to square one. Trying to look for a bit of an under push again. We could be pushing into loads of buff players here. Lots of damage coming out from Matt though.
Oh, they're going back in though. Look at this. VV are going in, but Barth is just kind of taking most of the damage. Thomas now picking up 1 player, 2 players. Now he's on Tertia. Tertia just kind of putting some bullets into him. Chasing him is going to get found out and finally killed off by the sentry. But the top spot has been lost. 4 players down the side of red. And VV are going to get the respawns much faster. Ares, however, did die, which gives Tertia a nice advantage to work with. Maybe able to stabilize themselves, go back into the windows, but it's going to be a very difficult trip.
Yeah, he's just doing a nice job with the gun there, actually, even as a dispenser to try and block the spot here, but...
Lanzer.
Oh, God.
How just completely... Like, the audacity of this lad just coming in and killing Mac just without the man even looking him in the face, the total absolute audacity. It looks like Tertia finally managed to get himself in the top spot, has that 100% in his bank. Aries only on 50. Oh, caught off guard is Mac, and there's a Uber charge coming out. There's a lot of players, 3 players off for this red book.
They're trying to push the cart. Barth is smartly deciding to come back out of this Uber to try and defend the cart. They're trying to watch the stairway. No one's actually on the cart right now. They're being very aggressive though here. I mean, Stan's still up top of this to Tertio. Yeah, I was gonna say, Soldier just comes in there. Still manages to kill the Soldier before Tertio dies. I don't know how he's managed to do it, but there's so many people on the cart. He needs to direct his fire. He's trying to fight like 50 people at once. There's even a gun underneath from Karik. Oh.
I think that's all she wrote, but point.
Yeah.
The point is getting exploded there. 9 minutes, 14 seconds. Not much worse than the last round for inVision, but now it's all in inVision's side to get this one done. 9 minutes, my friend. Are they gonna make it in that time, or are we gonna see good old coal plant?
Well, it was 9 minutes 20 last time, but yeah, I mean, inVision ended up losing out that one, so I have to see if they change anything up. But yeah, beautiful up top hold there from Stan, absolutely carrying his team pretty much. I mean, he's on 42 points. He's on as many points as his medic, and the next highest scorer on his team is Stingan on 23. Like, he's doing so much work for them right now. It's incredible. So as long as they try and keep him alive and just have him doing everything for them, I think at this rate they'll try and make it work.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
Yeah, we'll see how this one goes. It's a rough one, Buck. It's a rough one. I mean, inVision kind of losing the first 3 points quite quickly, stabilizing themselves on the last point for about 6 minutes. Not too bad on their part, but it's also a great time kind of work against. You know, we've seen them struggle against VVV. I think VVVs are much better on this map than inVision is, and it's gonna come into play. Let's see how they decide to take this one down as the gates are down.
Neutral on this interesting sort of left side rock spot. Misses the shot, going to be retreating for now. But we've got another DH coming out from DQZ, so definitely going back to that strategy as Sket's doing his best to try and deflect the fast incoming rockets. But I mean, guns going down very weak, guns go down, and there we go, they get the Uber out as well.
Yeah, Uber's out at least. I mean, Tercho is also down on his Uber. Stan is just flying sky high, but he does survive this one. And I think the server lag, I think we're gonna see a restart of the map. We're not sure what's happening. They're back into this. They're back into this. They did lose 1 player, I believe, on the side of blue. So inVision are playing 1 man down. But, you know, the Sentry is slowly getting built up. Swoops is there on the back line, you know, kind of putting up the pressure. And now the last player, Stan, has rejoined. I believe it was a bit of a crash there on his part. And he's back in the action. And, well, they did lose a bit of time just because that has happened. And it has given VV enough time to kind of set back up. So they'll need to work again to get this point done.
Yeah, Stan got yeeted so high up into the skybox, he just like lagged down at the surface. But they have eventually regrouped now as DQZ going to be trying to direct hit them from this high ground, but not for long as Hugo picks him up. Got spam coming onto Blur, goes down to Stan as they're kind of doing this right side push, similar to how VVV were doing it, which is kind of interesting. But I mean, Strona's trying to lead the charge in. 3 up right now. Aries not getting shot there, so will manage to live for now on his 100%.
Oh yeah, well, 100% on the Aries, not a lot of players to work with, however. If inVision keeps up the pressure, they may be able to get a nice kill there, but whoa, Stigan just completely bends the bullet, space and time, and gets himself an Aries kill. I mean, how does it feel to kill the God of War?
I don't know why. I don't know, that was kind of a misplay from Aries in my opinion, because I felt like he could have just like ran straight to the spawn and just ignored the spy, because getting out the sniper sideline is so important, but he didn't respect Stinghan at all. And he comes in with the aggression and picks them off, so really well played by Stinghan there. And now they're only 4 up on this defense, so much aggression, Swipe gets someone else as well. Wait, does he get Aries again? He gets Aries again?
What? I mean, you killed God of War twice in a row and you're still standing. How is that even going on unpunished? Tercha did die down in the last turn. He's kind of getting his rear back up, or I think he just popped and survived this one on low health. But the cart is currently slowly being pushed up. There's not enough time for VVV to actually set up on the second point here, so I think they're gonna let this one go for free to inVision. They have still a bunch of time to work with, so it's not much of a problem. Thomas low on health, Sneaky there also kind of depleting the reinforcements, but I think all those players are gonna finally go down to the ground, and we'll see a second point belonging to inVision just now.
He's still staying forward in this house for a few seconds though, gonna be sticking them off. some of these corners, setting up some traps. But yeah, Cart's still moving in now. It's going to be relatively even Ubers, not really much of an advantage here for either side as Karik's got his gun set up. A bit of a comfortable third hole going on. They've got the DQZ maybe trying to find something with the direct hit, starts firing away, getting reflected by Skettis though. And yeah, I mean, no contesting on this card just yet.
Yeah, I mean, they're just kind of slowly pushing it in. They don't have to worry too much. DQZ is just going to catch himself a bullet to the face, just completely demolish this man. Lancer's pushing the card alongside Asux. Finally, there's some contestation happening from Hugo. But both men are still unmolested. They're still pushing the card, you know, kind of putting their backs to it. Finally, 3-4 players down on the card to get this one cleared. Hugo is in the outhouse there.
Yeah, Lancer's having a scout 1v1 in the car, and then like he does a jump to try and juke it and just like dies off the cliff, so unfortunate by him. But yeah, got 100% in the bank for both right now with medics as Stan trying to clear out the soldier up top. Taking a lot of damage in return, good trying to regroup with his medic, and yeah, decent car pressure so far. Barthas again in this side house, trying to make something work here, trying to distract the flank, and Uber's come out.
I mean, he does make a good distraction there. Oh, Ares! No! Ooh. Oh no! That is the worst kind of feeling you can have. He goes down to gravity. What a push there by the Pyro. Hero play. This is going to buy them so much time right now. And there's only 2 players out on the side of red. The third point's pretty much up for grabs.
Can we get like an air blast as a balance mechanic in the chat, please? As, yeah, I mean, perfect demonstration of that mouse 2 button coming out from the third class in the game.
Mandatory Phlogistinator.
Yeah, mandatory. Yeah, it's like forced flog on all pyros. Yeah, Tertia got a bit of an ad now, so might try and use this to try and get into this up top here. I mean, again, like teams holding up top here with this disad, but Mac trying to take some strategies from Stan, trying to set up these traps as they're about to come in potentially. But I mean, either way, Tertia goes down to Thomas, I think.
Yeah, I mean, he does. Tertia just dies. I mean, he just forfeits his life, and that's fine. I mean, Ares holds up comfortably in the top window with Mac. 60% his name. Kind of can hold this one for a long time here. Oh, Lancer, they're kind of pestering, poking Mac, you know, but Mac has enough of it and just takes him down. Car is kind of far forward. 3 minutes and a half to go on the timer clock. If they manage to push it in this time, it's inVision who takes the victory. If they don't, we're down to coal plant decider. A lot of players are below. They're dry pushing this one. Uber's coming out. However, Snow will have to work double time. Barth is just whipping out that melee, but he's not going to get any kills there. Barth is going down Lancer, but that's only 2 kills on the side of blue. That's not something that VVV are looking for. 75 onto Tertia. They're going to have Uber very soon.
Again, like, I don't know. I mean, they're still trying to hold up top here. I'm not sure about this decision. They've got Nucci in the boxer spot though, so maybe they're just trying to play around him. And Karik's gun is effectively still up and running as level 3, so trying to push him from main now, maybe trying to look for some space to get onto this cart. But yeah, I mean, they're coming from under now. Used quite early onto the Pyro, trying to chase them. They're trying to make this distance up.
Oh, they're going to get all those players pushed out of the top areas. Something when they're looking for Storm's a bit of a trouble there. He's going to get finished off. 5 players up for the Blues, and well, all of the team of the Red, but they're going to jump in all at the same time, chase those kills. Hugo and Skettis. Tertia's still alive. He's going to run away. Stan with the plan. He's going to sacrifice his life. But he's going to do a lot of damage. Ares, oh, he survives. Somehow he does survive this one, but he's so low health. He's caught up from all the reinforcements. Finally going to go down to Asex. 3 players down up on the side of Red. Oh my god, the car is getting pushed so far.
Yes, Strono's now that's on the cart. It's the last second push. The Spawn's going to come in though. Scout's going to try and contest the cart. Stan decides to put sticks on the cart as well to stop him from blocking it. Spike's going to be going around. Scout goes down, Bath on the cart. He's got his gloves out. And there we go. Your semifinals winner this time will be inVision. And yeah, gave us a very close game. So commiserations to VBV for that, but it was a very good watch indeed. Yeah,
I'm going to give quick shout-outs to my friends and family who tuned in to watch this amazing game as I make my short return to casting Team Fortress, and of course, to all the viewers in the chat. Thank you very much for watching, but that'll be us signing off for tonight. Well, we have last few announcements. You can follow us, support us in any way you can. We have merchandise for you guys. If you prefer physical goods, you can also just subscribe to us for some crazy emotes and, you know, just kind of a bit of a, I'd say, sense of pride and accomplishment for supporting this fantastic channel and all the work we put into this game, and to Chriscast. And of course, thanks to manco.store.
Hi, old beef. Beaver, away!